Come on, let's have a love story. You might remember our next guests who fell in love as they waited in line to pay tribute to the late Queen. 90-year-old Joyce Lambert Giller and 85-year-old Norman Giller were initially introduced by their kids, but they only developed the romance when they stood in the freezing cold for 14 hours as they, like so many others, including you, Susanna, with your mum, queued to pay their respects.
Yeah. And they got married last October and they've written a book about their lives and their love story. And Norman and Joyce join us now.
Well, we're here as an antidote to all this terrible news.
Exactly.
I mean, that last item you had, I mean, it broke my heart. We're here to spread the pollen of love.
I love that.
You know, I mean, the world is such a miserable place at the moment.
Norman, you make such a good point. There is, and in fact, a lot of people can't bear to watch news often at the moment because it's so relentlessly grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
But here we have a moment of joy, or should I say 14 hours of joy, because you already knew each other,
Right.
but you're there doing your duty, paying your respects to our late Queen. You are in the queue. What happened?
Well, our love blossomed because it was freezing cold, and by cuddling up with each other to keep each other warm, physically we suddenly thought, oh, hello, there's something here. And mentally we decided by the end of that walk we want to spend the rest of our lives together.
Who said it first? Who was the first person to acknowledge that something was happening?
I think rather than verbal, I think it was feelings. You know, you're holding... Look, we're holding hands here now. There's some vibes go through you.
Yeah.
Vibes, I love that. And Joyce, I mean, Norman's your toy boy, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm not a Tory boy, though.
Oh, no, I wasn't... There was no politics. There's no politics involved.
Well, she's a former Tory councillor, and I'm left of centre, so...
Oh, that's interesting. So, actually...
So it works.
Yeah, well, many people might say that wouldn't work, but you managed to overcome your political differences.
Yeah, we've got a very simple answer to that. We don't talk politics.
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk politics.
So, I was saying earlier that you say in this fantastic book you've written that basically you're living proof that it's never too late for love. No. Does that imply that until this happened, you thought it might be a bit too late to fall in love again?
The book is called Life Begins at 90. Yeah. And so it gives hope to everybody that there is love waiting around the corner for us all.
And does it feel the same as the love you might have felt, let's say, if you were 25? Is it got the same vibe to it?
Unbelievably so, yes.
Really?
And it's... we got married, what, 8 months ago now, and yet we're still as much in love as the day we got married. And that buzz is still there. It's incredible.
Joyce, I want to hear a little bit more about the queue, because people really remember that time.
It was excellent. Well, Norman rang me up about 8 o'clock and said to me, are you game? And I said, game for what? He said, game for getting in the queue to see the Queen. I said, of course, you know. And you know, everybody was so happy and that they could all be together to be in the queue, and they were so sorry. But, I mean, she lived a wonderful life. She's been wonderful to all of us, hasn't she? She's been, you know...
And just, you know, it's to queue for 14 hours is a marathon. And you two are incredible. Did you, you know, but you're not 20 years old, and even I at 50
I can stand okay. I'm fine standing.
Joyce, you are 90. I know we wouldn't normally discuss...
He keeps telling me I'm 90. I said, I don't want to think about it.
No, but the thing is, we wouldn't normally discuss people's ages or ask them, but the book is Life Begins at 90. You have so much stamina, energy, obviously joie de vivre. You've had, you know, you have wonderful experiences together, don't you?
We're from that generation that wanted to do our duty to the Queen, because she had always done her duty to the country. I'm not a royalist, I'm a queenist.
OK.
And she was incredible.
I totally
And thank
agree.
goodness Charles is carrying on in the same
Because I
vein.
queued with my mum, who's now in her 80s,
Right.
and there's something very sort of important to that generation, but also to that Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and the loss
doing
and that
things.
sense of duty.
And you've also got so much that you can talk about your lives. I mean, you were a very successful politician, as we were saying, very engaged in life and the community. You were extremely distinguished and highly respected sports journalist. You wrote for the national papers. This guy was the only journalist in 1966 at Wembley to get into the England dressing room.
And what happened when you did?
Well, Alf gave me 30 seconds, and then with his baleful stare, he sent me out.
This is Alf Ramsey,
And he later said, Norman, he said, if I had let you stay in there, he said there are 500 other journalists from around the world would want to come in.
But you were the one who got in there.
I got in there.
And-
I managed to hug Bobby Moore, who's an old buddy of
captain.
mine.
Oh, wow.
And I kissed the World Cup. It might be the other way round, I'm not sure. And I was about to shake hands with Georgie Cohen.
Yeah.
And that's when Alf...
And you didn't just write sports journalism, you used to write scripts for This Is Your Life, didn't you?
For 14 years, yeah. First with Eamon and then with Mike Lasswell.
Right, amazing.
You are both...
We worked on yours and
Did
Judy's
you work
show.
on me and Judy's? Did
What?
you? Gosh.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did you used to write for Richard?
He
No,
wrote
no,
the script
no,
for the This Is Your Life.
no.
that they did on Me and Judy.
I worked on that show.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
I wrote a lot, mostly sports shows.
I love it. Well, it is fantastic to see you both. Joyce, what is the money that you're raising from the book?
Yes, for Music Man Project.
Tell us about that.
Well, it's those that have got disabilities, and we've got this wonderful man in Southend, David Stanley, and he got them all together.
Yeah.
And now, you know, it's a lovely orchestra. And we did, on Wednesday, we did a lovely presentation with them, and they all sang, and they're so enthusiastic.
I wrote a song called Good Old Southend on Sea. And dear David Amos was going to sing the chorus in their house.
Oh, the MP who lost his
Yeah,
life.
because he was very mischievous, and
Yes.
secretly he was going to stand up in PMQs and sing.
Was he going to do
Because
that?
at the time he
Yeah.
was campaigning for Southend to become a city.
Become a city, yes.
Sadly, it became a city out of
Only after he
in
died.
memory to David.
But they're just such lovely people, the whole choir, and also not only them and David Stanley, but also the lovely carers that look after these people, that do the most wonderful job. They really do.
Their aim is to get. They've appeared at the Palladium, they've appeared at the Albert Hall, and David Amos's last wish was that they should go appear on Broadway, and this is our aim. So we want to raise as much money as we can with the book to help them get to Broadway.
Well, good luck with
Fantastic
it.
to see you both.
You're an inspiration.
The love story that developed in the 14-hour queue for the Queen.
And one day, Richard, you and I will spend 40 minutes or so talking about Jimmy Greaves.
Jimmy Greaves, Spurs player. Yeah, my first signed autograph. I've still got it.
I wrote
mate
20
of yours,
books
wasn't
to
he?
Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Fantastic to see you. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much.
Pleasure. Thanks for having us.
Moment of
Thank you for
joy.
being here.
God bless.